Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, today we are going to discuss the angles of elevation and depression. But let's take note of these keywords: the angle of elevation and the angle of depression. How do we form the angle of elevation, or how is it formed, and how is the angle of depression formed? Now, the angle of elevation is formed when you are looking up at a point that is higher than you, okay? If an observer is here and this person looks at a point which is higher than the observer's point, this is going to be our horizontal line. The angle that is formed when you look at a point that is higher than you is called the angle of elevation. Okay, that is our angle of elevation. And the angle of depression, for example, if you are here, if we have this cliff here and an observer is here, the moment you look down, or you look at something that is at a lower point than you, this is the angle that is going to be formed. This angle here is what we call the angle of depression. Okay, the angle of depression is as a result of looking down at something which is at a lower point than you, and angle of elevation is formed when you look at something that is at a higher point than you. Okay, so this is the angle of depression. Okay, now we are going to look at examples and we see how we can apply this. Now let us look at this scenario. They are saying that a tree casts a shadow that is 20 meters long on the ground. The angle of elevation from the tip of the shadow to the top of the tree is 50 degrees. Find the height of the tree. We are going to use the angle of elevation with the right angle triangle and our trig ratios to find the height, the length, of the unknown. Okay, so we are going to look at this scenario. They are saying that a tree casts a shadow. So if I have my tree here, this is my tree, okay, and this is our ground. Okay, now if a tree, they're saying that a tree casts a shadow that is 20 meters long. So the shadow of a tree, it is going to be drawn here. Okay, that is our shadow. And they are saying that the shadow, it is 20 meters long. Okay, they're saying it is 20 meters long on the ground. The angle of elevation from the tip of the shadow to the top of the tree is 50 degrees. So from the tip of the shadow, that is likely here, okay, to the top of the tree. So I'm going to draw my straight line, okay, like this. From this tip to the top of the tree, the angle is 50 degrees. Okay, so when you look closely, you see that a right angle triangle is formed. Okay, from this right angle here, you see that a right angle triangle is formed. Now, how do we get the height of the tree? We need the height of the tree. Now, in my previous videos, we have the introduction of trigonometry, the special angles, the use of SOHCAHTOA, sine, cos, and tan. Now here, if I have my angle seated here, this is going to be the opposite and this is going to be the adjacent. So here we are going to use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, now which trig ratio has the opposite and adjacent? Because I'm interested in finding the height of the tree. So we are going to use tan. Tan, it is opposite over adjacent. So from tan of theta, which is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now what is your angle? Your angle is 50 degrees. Therefore, tan 50 is equal to, my opposite is h, and the adjacent is 20. Okay, now how do we get h? You're going to cross multiply. 20 times tan 50, that is 20 tan 50, and this is equal to h. Now let us just make changes. I'll have h equaling to 20 tan 50, and what do you get? You're going to use your, we have our calculator, you just press 20 then tan 50, and your answer is going to be 23. So my h is equal to 23.8 meters. Okay, so that's how we use the trig ratios to find the height of the tree. Now we have the second scenario. You are flying a kite and have let out 50 meters of string. Okay, the string forms an angle 40 degrees with the flat ground. Find the height of the kite above the ground. Now, this is our kite. In our solution, this is our kite. Okay? Now, if we have this string, let us ignore the sag, okay, in this string, and then we consider it as a straight line, and then we have our flat ground. Now remember, they have talked about the string, the length of the string that you let out. Okay, now they have said that you have let out 50 meters of, and then this string forms 40 degrees with the flat ground. So this is an angle of elevation. Okay, now if this is 90 degrees, okay, we need to get the height. The height, it is a line that is perpendicular to the ground. Okay, so this is 90 degrees, and this is a right angled triangle formed. So we let this side be h. Okay, how do we get the height? If my angle is seated here, this is its opposite. Okay, and this is the longest side, which we call our hypotenuse. Okay, now considering soccer tower, which trig ratio am I going to? I need opposite out of hypotenuse, so I'm going to use sine. Okay, because sine is opposite out of hypotenuse. Therefore, we say from sine of an angle 40 is equal to opposite out of hypotenuse. So this is going to be sine 40 is equal to, my opposite is h and the hypotenuse is 50. So how do we get the height? The height is going to be 50 multiplied by sine 40. Okay, and this is going to be, you press 50 times sine 40. So your height is going to be 32.1 meters. Okay, now we have the third scenario. They are saying that a ladder of 10 feet leans against a brick wall. The base of the ladder is placed 3 feet away from the wall on the ground. Find the angle that the ladder makes with the ground. Now I have my brick wall here. This is our solution. Okay, we need to first interpret, then after we find what is required. We have our brick wall here, okay? Our brick wall, okay? Then we have, this is the ground, okay? Then we have our ladder. This is the ladder, okay? This is our ladder. So the ladder is 10 feet, okay? And it is placed, or the base of the ladder is placed 3 feet away from the wall on the ground. So if this is your wall, this is 3 feet, okay? Now we are required to find the angle that the ladder makes with the ground. This is the ladder and this is the ground. We are required to find this angle. So let it be angle theta. Now, still we are going to use our SOHCAHTOA, okay? SOHCAHTOA. Now you ask yourself, if I have, this is the adjacent, okay, where the angle sits, and this is the hypotenuse. So which ratio can I use? I'm going to use cos, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So we shall say cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. My adjacent is 3. My hypotenuse is 10. This is in feet, okay? But this will disappear. So I will have cos theta equaling to 3 out of 10. But I'm interested in the angle because we are required to find the angle the ladder makes with the ground. So we shall have theta is equal to cos inverse of 3 out of 10. So you will have your calculator, you press shift, then cos. It will bring cos inverse. Then you open brackets and put 0.3, okay? So you will have your angle theta equaling to 72.54 degrees. So this is the angle that the ladder makes with the ground. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share the video. Let's meet in the next one.